Good afternoon, everyone from Geneva, Switzerland. My name is Komal Zaidi, and I'm the Strategy and Operations Associate at the Earth Foundation, the nonprofit organization behind the initiative, the Earth Prize, which is a global environmental sustainability competition for 13 to 19-year-old students. Now, it has been a few months since we announced the first ever winners of the Earth Prize, and we could not have been happier with the interest shown by participants from all over the world. We are already preparing for the launch of the next edition, the Earth Prize 2023 in September. Now, one of the key aspects of the Earth Prize, along with the learning content, includes the access to mentors from top universities who are passionate about sustainability and entrepreneurship, who offer guidance to our participants. In the last edition, the Earth Prize, we had 30 mentors from all over the world who were pursuing various degrees and specializations. And today we have a very special guest, a mentor who went above and beyond to guide the participants and was voted by them as the Earth Prize Mentor of the Year. Please welcome Anna Maria Selic. She is originally from Slovakia and is currently a fourth-year MSc student at the University of Glasgow. Hi, Anna Maria, how are you today?
Hi, doing well, and I'm very happy to be here with you and talk about the mentoring.
We're so excited to have you here today, and we thought, you would be perfect to talk about your experience of being a mentor and to give advice to any university student who might be interested in becoming a mentor for the next edition. So welcome. Now today, you were the most voted mentor and received hundreds of votes from our participants. Should we make a start by you telling us a little bit about yourself and what got you interested in the Earth Prize?
Yes, of course. So I am a fourth-year MSci neuroscience student at the University of Glasgow. And before this degree, I actually did another one in Denmark at the Aalborg University. I studied economics and business administration, and I have a bachelor degree from that. And one day I hope to combine my two degrees by maybe being in a founding team of a neuroscience startup. And what made me interested in sustainability was a work experience. In 2020, I was in the UK during the COVID-19 pandemic, and I started working in a COVID laboratory as a PCR technician. And while we were processing thousands of samples, I realized that how much waste our laboratories generating. And this made me really think, how could this waste produced by laboratories reduced? And when I finished this job and returned to university in September, I saw a part-time job opening as well at the university for a sustainable laboratory consultant. And then I decided to apply, and I got the job. And that year, I spent with advising laboratories at the campus how to reduce their environmental footprint, and also helping them to get certified for the laboratory efficiency assessment framework. This is a green laboratory certification scheme which originally started at the University College of London. So yeah, this made me interested in participate in the Earth Prize mentoring process, because I thought that I had this knowledge from sustainable laboratories and I could help with biochemical projects, for example, if there were such projects.
And when you applied to be a mentor, did you ever think that you would win?
No, I really didn't treat it that way. I don't really like to compete. Competition makes me quite stressed. So I try to just try to answer the questions, but don't think about the outcome in a way, because this made me relaxed, and I felt like I could better answer questions with this approach.
Well, you did a great job, because you were the most voted one. And now our goal at the Earth Prize is to really help our participants and bring their environmental sustainability ideas to life. And who would be better to guide them than participants who have a genuine interest in sustainability and entrepreneurship. And for our listeners who have joined us today, in order to become a mentor, you need to be enrolled in a university from September 2022 to January 2023. And, as a mentor, you will spend about an hour a week on the Earth Prize mentoring platform, answering questions of the students and also providing advice on their projects. And Anna Maria, she has experience of, being a mentor for a year. Do you mind telling us a little bit about what did you think about the time commitment and, using the platform?
Yes, so I think for me, using the platform was quite straightforward. I could see the questions in order as they were coming up. And regarding the time commitment, I feel like in the beginning, during the registration phase from September till November, yeah, I feel like I was checking the platform maybe every 3 days or every 5 days, because the questions that were coming in were more practical. They were about the registration or some technical issues, or just really just general questions, not project specific. But during December and January, during the submission phase, I feel like questions got more specific, more project specific. We mentors needed to do a lot of proofreading and give advice to students, absorb the information that they were providing to us. So I feel like this was the time when the mentoring required more time commitment.
Mhm. And I would say, we've received feedback from our students, and we know how much time and effort you put in. And, they said Anna Maria replied so quickly and her responses were so useful. So, you really helped a lot of teams and a lot of students really, take their project to a next level. So, you've done a great job. So now for the mentoring, we welcome mentors from all sorts of backgrounds and specializations. So last year we had mentors with an engineering background, geography, sociology, and even Anna Maria, as she mentioned, she has such a varied background in economics and neuroscience, but she had a passion for sustainability and to help students. Now, do you think that your background and your interest prepared you to be a mentor?
Yes, definitely. I think throughout the mentoring process, I realized that my mixed background really, really helped me to answer the questions, because I feel like at my degree in Glasgow, it's a really research-oriented degree, not that of a business-oriented degree, not no, it doesn't orient us towards industry that much, but more I feel like towards academic research. And on the other hand, in Denmark, I feel like my economics degree, it was really, really practical and down to earth, and have to make something real in a practical sense of things. So have to make a business be successful and things like that. So I feel like combining these two things of being really practical, but on the other hand being really analytical and research oriented, really helped me with answering the questions.
Exactly. So I would tell our listeners, if they're university students, if you have a mixed background, and at the end of the day, if you're passionate about sustainability and you have a genuine interest, we want you to apply to become a mentor. And with Anna Maria, with such a varied background, she did an amazing job. Now for the people listening, you might want to ask, what is in it for the mentors? Well, becoming an Earth Prize mentor, it's a great opportunity to share and expand your knowledge and grow your network, and also make a positive impact on the environment, while also serving as a role model for younger students. So with Anna Maria, I've seen how, these students, they really look up to her. She's their role model. And for us, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel really good, because especially because I felt like when I started the mentoring that I knew quite a lot about laboratory sustainability, but I didn't know much about the other things related to sustainability. So I was a bit anxious, like whether I will be able to answer most of the questions. But this this means that actually throughout the competition I learned a lot by answering the questions. So now I don't only have knowledge about laboratory sustainability, but other topics as well. And what I really feel that helps me is that now if I read in the newspaper and about a sustainability topic, it actually I think back to the Earth Prize, and I remember that there was a project which actually tried to address that issue. So that was really nice.
That's amazing, because I'm sure you help so many students from like different backgrounds and different projects, and it really helped you, expand your knowledge as well, and find out so many other solutions that, or problems that you had never heard of before.
Definitely.
Now for next year, you might know we're thinking of we're changing things a bit for the next edition. Since the mentors were so valuable for the participants, for this year, we will open the opportunity for more mentors and we will select 30 to 40. And also from the feedback that we have received, we have decided to split the prize money. So this year, not just one, but the 3 best mentors, as voted by the Earth Prize participants, will be recognized as the mentors of the year and will receive a prize money of $5,000 each. Now, Anna Maria, you are the first ever mentor of the year. Would you like to share with us if you have thought about how you would like to spend your prize money?
Yes, so I would like to use it for my education. So during my university degrees, I was always working part-time, 20-25 hours a week, which can be a bit tough during exam seasons and when you have a lot of assignments. So during my final year, I feel like this prize money will enable me to focus more on my education and not work that much, especially not during exam season. And another thing I would like to use it for, when I graduate from Glasgow in 2023 in June, I would like to pursue a PhD afterwards, maybe in Switzerland. My dream lab in Switzerland. So if I would get in, obviously relocation and moving always requires some financial resources. So I would use the prize money for that as well.
That's so exciting. And our team is so excited that you'll be in Switzerland and you'll be closer to us. So we'll hopefully meet you in person. And I really hope that, your dream will come true, hopefully. And also, this competition and this opportunity, it's not just about the prize money. Our goal is to really create an ecosystem which the mentors will be a part of. So the mentors who demonstrate the highest level of engagement, they'll become a part of the Earth Prize alumni. And Anna Maria, how do you feel about being a part of our alumni and also being a part of our ecosystem?
I feel really good about it. And before I started the mentoring, I did not know that I would have an option or opportunity to join such network. And I feel like it will help me to meet a lot of inspiring people who I can learn from as well.
Yeah, the goal with the Earth Prize alumni is to create a platform with inspiring individuals and organizations, and we'll offer mentorship and internships and many more opportunities as well. And you will always remain a special part of the Earth Prize family. I also wanted to talk a little bit about your overall experience. Could you tell us a little bit about your interaction with the participants from all over the world through the mentorship portal? All these participants, they came from such different backgrounds and they were working on different projects. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, of course. So as I am from Slovakia, Europe, I haven't traveled that much outside of Europe yet, only a few times. And I was always really inquisitive and curious to get in touch with people from different continents. And a really good thing about the Earth Prize was that I could interact with these teenagers from really all over the world, from South America to Asia. So I really enjoyed this in the Earth Prize. And one of the very interesting things for me was that I had a team, or I met a team through this platform from Bhutan, and I really enjoyed our interaction. Their goal was to create from rice bags pencil pouches for students, and they had a method how to do this. They already came up with the method, and I just thought this was like super creative, and I just really like this project and really enjoyed working with them to make this a reality. And we are still in touch actually, and they are still working on the project. So I am really proud of them.
Oh, that makes me really happy, because this team from Bhutan, they're a scholar team as well. They made it to the scholars, and really good idea. And they have a really amazing supervisor as well, I remember.
Yeah.
I also know that you helped the winners of the Earth Prize, Team Adorbsies. You had a call with them, and you helped them with their financial aspect of the site. And it's so interesting that you helped them in some way and they ended up winning. Do you remember that?
Yes, of course. So we mentors had the opportunity, some of us mentors, to talk to the 10 finalist teams. Yes. And one of the teams I talked to was the winning team. And before I had the call with them, I read through their project and their submission. And I thought that they could develop a bit more their financial section, because their sources of funding, potential funding, were not that clear. So I just made some suggestions to them what sources of funding they could get in the future. And I was very happy when I saw that they found that feedback valuable and that they integrated it at the end to their final submission. Actually, talking about the financial section, that the financial section is one of the parts of the submission the students needed to submit. And I feel like that was the main part where many of the teams struggled a bit, which is quite natural, because when I was a teenager, I also didn't think about these practical financial aspects, how I am going to fund the project. So I felt like the teams needed more help with that, but luckily there were many mentors with financial backgrounds who could answer such questions.
Yeah, it makes me very happy that you helped the team at Dorbsies in some way, and help them take a different direction in terms of their financial side. And at the end of the day, they're the winners and you're a winner as well. So very, very, very happy that you helped them in some way. You played a special part for them winning. I also wanted to ask, how did you feel when you found out that you were the most voted mentor?
I felt really honored, because as I told you before, I felt like I knew stuff about laboratory sustainability, but not much outside of it in a way. And when I heard that I was voted to be the mentor of the year, it just made me feel like I could help those teams, that they gave this feedback, that despite my lack of knowledge and that I was sort of learning things while I was advising students, I could still help them to an extent where they could value my feedback.
Okay, and last question, and then I'll move on to the Q&A. How would you say that this experience of being a mentor for the Earth Prize, how has that impacted you, and one special takeaway from this experience?
I think special takeaway for me was that it opened my eyes in a way, because there were some teams from refugee camps from Palestine or from Jordan, and I was also interacting quite a lot with these teams. And what I really felt that they were so bright students from many areas, but from these areas as well. And I just felt like in the future, I would really want to help them, for example, to pursue a science or to have the opportunity to become scientists, because I feel like really talented in this field, because I feel like science is it's a way to rise from difficult circumstances. So I feel like I would like to participate in charitable work in the future, and I feel like being an Earth Prize mentor inspired me to do this.
That's so beautiful. That's beautiful that, that's one takeaway, that since the Earth Prize, our goal is to have students from all over the world, 13 to 19-year-olds, they can apply. And that makes me so happy that, some teams really, really touched you throughout this process. I think that's it for me today. Should we move on to the Q&A? We have a few questions. Now, someone has said, "Hi, Anna Maria, what piece of advice would you give to new mentors?"
Well, I would say that what I was just mentioning, that don't be afraid of questions which are not your area of expertise. If there is a question that you don't know anything about, you can still read about it, and maybe you can synthesize the information in a way that you could give a valuable advice. So just don't be afraid of topics you don't know that much about, and try to read a bit about them, and yeah, just probably you will be able to give good advice anyway.
Okay, that's good. That's good advice. Someone has asked, can past mentors apply again this year? Yes, if you were a mentor at the last edition, of course, you can still apply. Yeah, you can still apply. Anything else? One more question. What, for you, Anna Maria, what was the most challenging or unexpected moment from this experience?
Yes, so as I was mentioning, there were some teams from refugee camps, and they were talking about, they were sharing with us mentors information about the levels of pollution they are living at and how is it impacting their everyday life. And yeah, I feel like sometimes it was really challenging for me to realize that young people are living in these circumstances, and then something needs to be done to change this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Any last message that you would like to give out? Any tips or anything else that you would like to tell other university students who are thinking about, applying to be a mentor? Anything else?
Well, I would just like to say that everyone who is on this webinar or who will watch it later, just apply to be a mentor. You never know where it will take you in a way. Maybe by answering a question, you will read about the topic that becomes your passion, that you became passionate about. Maybe you will interact with teams whose projects will really inspire you, or for whom you become a long-term mentor, which can be very beneficial in my opinion. So just give it a go and see where it takes you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for your advice. It's really, really helpful that you're here with us and you're the most voted mentor, and all this advice and tips will be very useful for our university students who are interested and who are thinking about applying but are not sure. And now when they've heard, all the encouragement and advice you've given, I'm sure it'll be very, very useful for them. I don't think we have any more questions.
I see some more, I feel.
We have one more. Okay. Hi there. I was wondering if there is the option to assist students with coding, or is it more scientific? What are those? So the mentors, they will assist you in terms of your project. So if your project is more science-based, or if it has to do with coding, if there's a mentor who has that kind of knowledge, I'm sure they'll be, able to help you in the project. Now, another one, why should university students apply? I think, Anna Marie, you can answer that.
Yeah, well, just what I was saying, it's really a valuable experience, and you could, as I said, it could take you to, it could change you in a way, change what you would like to do. You could read about topics, as I said, you never knew about, and things like that. So I feel like that's the positive aspect about it. And also, even if you apply, the required, as Komal was saying, the required time commitment is only 1 hour per week. I imagine the people who are going to apply are quite busy anyway with their degrees, but when you think about it, 1 hour from your time per week is not that much in the bigger scope of things. So I think even if you are really busy, you could give it a go and apply.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think that's it. You mentioned how it can change you. Can you tell us how the experience changed you? I know you've talked about the impact, but do you think it's changed you and the way you think?
Yes. So I feel like it made me more appreciate what I have in a way that I have, because also where I come from in Slovakia, I always appreciated I could come to study abroad, because it's becoming more frequent that people come to study abroad, but it's still not that usual that someone can just go and study abroad. And I always really appreciated that, but talking to people from these refugee camps and to these teenagers, it just really made me appreciate what I have, that I can study. And actually, I feel like it makes me more motivated to study harder or work harder, because I know that people who don't have these opportunities, they would give everything to have them, if you know what I mean. So it's I think changed me to work harder and appreciate more that I can study.
And it's great that through this opportunity, all your knowledge and information, you were able to pass it on to the younger students as well. I think that is it for today. Thank you very much to everyone for joining us. I hope you found this session helpful. And thank you very much, Anna Maria, for being here with us today. And I'm sure that your story and your experience has truly inspired university students to become a mentor. Thank you, Anna Maria.
Thank you, Koma.
And now please remember that the applications to become a mentor are open till the end of June, and you can apply through our foundation website. Also, if you are a student, if you're 13 to 19-year-old and you would like to participate in the competition, you can already pre-register on our website as well. That is it from us today. Thank you for joining us. And I hope you all have a great afternoon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.